All right, we're going to go ahead and go over lesson 12-8 on comparing lengths. Make sure you have your math book out and you're open to page 735. We're going to be doing this together, you and I, during the video. So have it in front of you so you can write along with me as we do this. All right, so you should have already watched the video online on the Pearson website. If you did not watch the video yet that goes with this lesson, stop this video, go on to Pearson and watch the Pearson video first, just like we do in class. Once you've watched the video, come back and we'll do this lesson together. All right, here we go. Circle two paths. We get to pick whichever two paths we want. So I'm just going to circle this yellow one and the blue one. So go ahead and circle those two paths. We need to estimate which one is longer. And then after we estimate, we're going to check because it says how can you check? Which we know checking is after you estimate, to check it, you take out your ruler and you actually measure to see which one was right. So if I look at these two paths, I'm just going to try to visually see which one looks bigger to me. And to me, you could put whichever guess you want. I'm going to guess that the yellow one might be a little bit longer. That is my estimate. That is my guess. I don't know if that is right. Okay, we need to check. So I am estimating the yellow path is longer. Now, if you think the blue one is the longer, you can put that. That is your estimate. It's okay if you want to put the other one instead. Let's go ahead and measure. We're going to take out our rulers. It didn't say what side we had to measure on, actually. I'm double checking. Nope, it doesn't. So we can use inches or centimeters. I'm going to go ahead and use the inches side. You know what? Maybe I will do centimeters because centimeters will give us a more exact number. Inches, we'll find it's going to be in between. So let's use the centimeter side. I'm going to flip my ruler to the centimeter side. That's the one that goes up to 30, remember? All right, I'm going to start at the 0, line it up. I'm measuring one side, it goes to 4 centimeters. So I'm going to write 4 centimeters on this side. I'm going to measure the other side. Start at the 0 from the point. Up the side, it landed on 3 centimeters. So that means the yellow path was 4 plus 3, that equals 7 centimeters. Now let's measure the blue one. I'm gonna start at 0. This side here goes up to the 3 centimeters. The other path, I'm starting at the 0 again on my ruler. I'm seeing where it ends. It goes to the 5. So let's write 5 centimeters. Okay, add this path, these two paths up. 3 plus 5 equaled 8 centimeters. So I was wrong. It was not the yellow path that was longer. It was the blue path that was longer. Okay, let's flip it over. We're going to estimate first, and then we're going to measure. Now we can use that information to help us what I just did. If I know that this one was 7 and this one was 8, that's going to help me on my other guesses. So if I look over here, I'm not going to guess a crazy number like 30. Okay, their estimate of 9 centimeters is a pretty good estimate. And then they measured and got 10. Let's see how they measured and got 10. We're going to put our ruler on the 0. See where it ends. That's 3 centimeters on that line. We're going to measure the other line now. Start at the 0. See where it ends. It is not past the halfway mark, so it is still 6 centimeters. It has to be past the halfway to be 7. Well, did they count at 7? Let me double check. You know what? They are counting it as 7. So they are saying it's right at the half. I'm sorry about that. They're saying it's right at the half, so they're saying 7 centimeters. Okay, if it's half or more, you can go to the bigger number. All right, 3 plus 7 equals 10 centimeters. So that was their measurement there, 10 centimeters. Now let's go ahead and do this path here to get. Now, does this path look bigger or smaller than this path? It definitely looks smaller, doesn't it? We know this was 10. So what would a good estimate for this one be? Am I going to be bigger than 10? No. Okay, it looks smaller and a couple centimeters smaller. So you put your estimate down. I think a good estimate would be about, see, how many blueberries less? Maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 less blueberries. So I'm going to guess 7 centimeters. Okay, let's see how close we were. Put your ruler on the 0. See where it ends. 4 centimeters on this side. Take your ruler to the other side. Start at the 0. 2 centimeters. 4 plus 2 equals 6 centimeters. So it was 6 centimeters. I got pretty close. So which path is longer? This orange path. How much longer was the orange path? The orange path was 10. The green path was 6. So we're comparing. Whenever you want to know how much one thing is more than the other, you always subtract. So we're going to take those two numbers, 10 centimeters minus, sorry, my 10 was too close together. There we go. 10 centimeters minus 6 centimeters equals 4 centimeters. So the orange line was about 4 centimeters longer. Okay, that's how we're going to be measuring. Let's answer our question here on the side. How can you find the length of a path that is not straight? What do we do to find out a path that is not straight? You need to measure each side and add them together. Pause this video if you need to pause to be able to write that down. Okay, we're going to do the same thing now on the next page. We're going to work on this together. This is the independent practice, but I'm going to do it with you since we're not in the classroom together. So this is how we're checking to make sure you're doing it correctly. You're going to estimate and then measure. So go ahead and put your guess here. I'm not going to put one because I don't want to influence your guess. And then let's go ahead and measure and see how we did. Okay, we're starting at the 0. We're seeing where it ends on our ruler. This goes to the number 7. It's 7 centimeters. Okay, let's measure this side. Starting at the 0, going up to the end, 4 centimeters. Add those two numbers together. 7 plus 4 is 11 centimeters. How close were you? Okay, we're going to use that information to guess here. Am I going to guess that this path is larger than 11 centimeters? No, this path looks smaller to me. This side looks about the same as this side, but this side looks much smaller than this side, right? Okay, put your guess, put your estimate. Now let's go ahead and measure. Starting at the 0, we land 1 centimeter. And then on the other side, 6 centimeters. 1 plus 6 is 7 centimeters. Okay, I hope you were getting closer. Which path was longer, the orange or the purple? And it was orange. How much longer was it? We're going to take 11 centimeters and subtract the 7 to compare. 11 minus 7 equals 4, so it was 4 centimeters longer. And now, moving on to number 9. Think about the length of each object, and we're going to circle the best estimate. We have a key. Would that be about 1 centimeter? Remember, 1 centimeter is about a blueberry. A key is much longer than a blueberry. Okay, let's see. 6 centimeters, 6 blueberries. That might be possible. Okay, and in fact, my blueberries are a little small, I think. All right, 20 centimeters. Well, we know a ruler is 30, right? Half a ruler would be 15. Would a key be longer than half a ruler? No, that seems too big. And we know 1 centimeter is definitely too small. So the one that makes the most sense would be the one about 6 centimeters. All right, let's do the same thing to think about a pen. 2 centimeters. I remember centimeters about a blueberry. So 1, 2. And again, my blueberries I think are a little small. Okay, 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even that looks a little small for a blueberry. Okay, 15 centimeters. Oh, I remember that number. That is half a ruler. Is a pen about half a ruler? Yeah, that makes the most sense. A pen is about half a ruler. So 15 centimeters would be your best guess. Okay, we were supposed to use your estimates to find out about how much longer a pen would be than a key. So if a pen we're estimating is 15, a key we're estimating 6, you're going to take 15 minus 6. That equals 9. So we think a pen is about 9 centimeters longer than a key. Let's flip it over to the back side. A path has 2 parts. The total length of the path is 12 centimeters. If one part is 8 centimeters, how long is the other part? Okay, if you need to draw it out, you can. We have 2 paths. 1, 2. It doesn't have to be exact. If we know one is 8, we don't know the other. It has to equal 12. What would that missing number be? 8 plus what is 12? That would be 4 centimeters. Okay, you could have also figured it out by saying if I know the total is 12, I could take away the side I already know to find out the missing side, just like a bar diagram. This is your total. These are the 2 parts. Okay, number 12. Draw a path with 2 parts. Measure the length to the nearest centimeter and write an equation. So your path might look different than mine. So I'm going to do mine and you do yours, but yours is not going to look the same as mine. Okay, let's draw a path. I want you to estimate how much you think it is. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't tell you to estimate. We're just going to measure. We're going to measure and write the equation. So I want to measure both sides. So mine was 2 centimeters. Yours might be different. And then on this one, it was 4 centimeters. Again, yours might be different. And I need to write an equation. 2 centimeters plus 4 centimeters equals 6 centimeters. Include your units of measurement. I need to know we're talking about centimeters here and not inches. Okay, you have to specify centimeters after each of those numbers. Beth drew a picture of a bike path. Use tools and measure the length of the bike path. Write the total length. Okay, this is a little tricky because they're not quite straight. And actually our next chapter is going to talk about how to measure lines that are not straight. But for today, I'm going to do the best I can. And I'm going to try to say, okay, this one from here to here is about 2 centimeters. I'm going to do it in sections. From here to here is 2 more. And from here to here is about, here to here is about 3 centimeters. Here to here. When it starts to curve, that's where I'm making my lines to help me. 2 centimeters. Oh, it's curving again, so this one's just going to be 1 centimeter and then 1 centimeter. I'm breaking it apart to measure it. So I'm going to add them all together. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. And 10 plus 1 is 11 centimeters. So we're estimating it's about 11 centimeters. Like I said, our chapter tomorrow is going to talk about how to measure a curved line. And lastly, Peter measures a path that has a total length of 12 centimeters. Jenna measures a path that has 2 parts. Each part measures 7 centimeters. How much longer is Jenna's path than Peter's path? And we need to show our work. Okay, Peter has a total of 12. Jenna, it doesn't tell us her total, but it tells us that she has 2 parts and that each part was 7. Well, we can figure out Jenna's total. If I think in my head, there's 2 parts, each was 7. That would be 7 centimeters plus 7 centimeters, right? Okay, so let's write this down here. Jenna's path is 7 centimeters plus 7 centimeters equals 14 centimeters. If you need to pause the video to write it, go ahead and pause to get caught up. Next, we're going to say how much longer Joanna's path is than Peter. To figure that out, we're comparing Jenna's path and Peter's path. Whenever we compare, we want to say who has more. Do we add or subtract? That's right, we subtract. Okay, Jenna has 14. Peter has 12. We're going to subtract. Jenna has more. Her number goes first. 14 minus 12. Let's put centimeters in there. 14 centimeters minus 12 centimeters equals 2 centimeters. So, Jenna's path is, I'm sorry, you can't see that. Let me move that up. 2 centimeters longer. All right, great. This is the lesson. I want you to go ahead and after you stop this video, you're going to do the homework assignment. And you're going to take a picture of your homework and you're going to upload that into Teams. And then you're going to go ahead and do the quick check lesson to see how you're understanding. All right, thank you.